Today's video is day or night Texas wildflowers. First, you're going to decide if you want to do a nighttime or daytime sky. Let's start with the nighttime and then I'll go into the daytime. You need 12 by 15 black construction paper, brush, white, and blue paint. We're going to start by painting the moon using white. You're going to choose where you want it, paint a circle, and then fill in the rest of the circle in a circular motion until you get to the center. Once you've got that, put a few dots of blue and then tap to make it look like a rough texture for the moon. If you need to, get some more white and tap that in as well. Keep going until you get the pattern and the coloring you like. Now for the stars. The best way I've found to do stars is to use the end of your paintbrush. Dip it in the paint, make a few dots. Make sure after every couple of dots you reload the paint on the end of your brush. Fill your sky with stars. That's the nighttime sky. Now I'll show you how to do the day sky. For this, you're going to need white, yellow, and orange tempera paint, a paintbrush, and your white paper. Start by taking your yellow paint. Choose where the center of your sun's going to be and put 4 dots there, and then start making dots of yellow in a circle around it. Do the same thing with your white. Your orange you are only going to put around the outside, none in that center part. Then take your paintbrush and start from the middle, and you're going to start going in a circular motion all the way around. Try not to let any of the orange get to the very center. That's going to be the sun. Don't overblend because you want to see the rays. For the rest of this project, it's not going to matter whether you painted a nighttime or daytime sky. They're all painted the same way. For the greenery, I'll be painting on the daytime sky. For the flowers, I'll be painting on the nighttime sky. Let's get started. You'll need green, yellow, and blue paint and a paintbrush. I begin by painting several stems. They can connect together. They can crisscross over each other. You're going to do green and then take a little bit of blue to put on top of that to create a dark green on parts of your stem. Also add a little bit of yellow to create some highlights on parts of your stem. A variety of green shades will help it look more realistic. Okay, now that we've got several stems, we're going to start on the leaves. These first leaves I'm doing are football shaped, and I add a little bit of blue at the bottom to make some darker green, a little bit of yellow at the top to create some highlights. This next leaf is done with one stroke of your brush. First, load your brush with green and a little bit of yellow. Now press down close to the stem and slowly pull up to create a point for the end of your leaf. The next one is done basically the same way, but when you push down, wiggle it back and forth until you get to the end and then lift up. And it's going to give it kind of a wiggly edge at the beginning. This next one shows the leaf bent. You're going to do it in 2 strokes. Press down, pull up, reload your brush, press down from where you left off, and then drag up again. And this last one has just a little wobble as I lift it up. Once you're done adding the leaves, then you're going to go ahead and do some grass at the bottom and let it fill it in. Again, start at the bottom, press down, pull your brush up as you go away towards the top, and it will create a point. Now let's prepare for the flowers. No matter which background you did, you're going to do the flowers the same way. You're going to need a variety of paint colors, a brush, water, and paper towels. Start with white paint, put a dot, and then make 6 to 7 lines out, kind of like a star. Then you're going to take your blue paint, put a little dot at the end of each of the star legs, clean your brush, dry your brush, and then tap, tap, tap to gently mix those colors at the end. Make several more of those flowers on your page, spread them out. I don't really pay attention to the leaves at this point. I'm just getting my flowers on there no matter what the leaves were. Sometimes I even put the flowers in the center of the stem because it'll look like it's a second flower growing on that plant. And paint your centers. Now, taking orange, create the star shape again. Put your blobs of yellow at the end. Wash and dry your brush and then gently tap between the orange and yellow to mix them together. For the Indian paintbrush, I'm going to use a Q-tip to do my painting. I gently start by dotting a U shape of yellow and then dot some red at the top and mix the colors together. If you want to do a blue bonnet, use blue and white. For the next part, I'm going to dot some brown in a rainbow shape with a little bit of yellow on top. That is the center of the flower. Now I'm going to mix my red and white a little bit. Don't over mix it because we want to see some pink and some white. And you're going to press down and pull out, lifting up your brush at the same time to create a point. I do that all along the bottom of each of that center part. This next flower is going to be a purple and white flower. You're going to make two little square shapes. Put a little line of purple above each one. Clean and dry your brush and then tap, tap, tap those two colors together so you get a light purple in between. Now make 3 more little white squares that join at the bottom, and they're going to be between the other two. And then purple marks across the top. Wash and dry your brush and then tap, tap, tap the two colors together. Now this next one is the same kind of flower, but it's going to be where you can see the face of the flower. So I make my triangular shapes going out with the white, put the little bit of purple across the top of each one, clean and dry my brush, and then tap, tap, tap between the two colors to make it turn into a lavender color in between. You wanted a gradual change in color between the purple and the white. I needed a little more pink in this area, so I added one of those pink flowers to it. Next, I'm going to use the back handle of my paintbrush. I'm going to dip it in the white. I'm going to make 4 little dots, and then I'm going to dip it in the yellow and add a yellow dot in the center of those 4. I'm creating clusters of little bitty white flowers. And I kind of spread those out along the green grass area. Whether you did the sunny sky or the nighttime sky, I'm sure you have a beautiful field of wildflowers.